Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with a community Q&A. Here we go guys, look at the community, it's on here on the screen. Skippy6 Gaming. If you're on PSN, just join the community, type it in a search box, you can come on board too. The community is somewhere where people always look for other people's to play, post servers, pictures, questions, things like that. It's a great place if you are a Minecraft player on PlayStation for show. We have 2,358 members strong at the moment, and yeah, we're growing very fast, so let's go in there. Who knows what's even in there for the day. Again, we have moderators that will kind of look. We got Fame Tricks, let's check it out. I know a lot of people that follow the channel, this isn't necessarily like my most popular series, I know, but honestly, I gotta keep putting them out because people take the time to put their images on here, and I really feel like something needs to be done with them. Extended storage for hoppers at Enderman Farm, that looks pretty cool. Let's check this guy out. And that said, we're gonna be switching it up a little bit. I think what I really want to do is, that looks like a pretty interesting circuit, looks good. Got a little extended sorting going on. I think what we're gonna do from now on is the next episode, I think we're gonna use the community a little better because sometimes it's a little bit all around, and you cannot push a button on an item in your hand. Hopefully it gets patched. I have noticed that there's something wonky going on with that, but that might be the way they intend it. I think maybe also there, JM, does the sword have something to do with it? I'm pretty sure maybe a sword isn't allowed to do anything. I don't know. It's a good call though, good call. So I think, let's see, Skippy is TU45 coming in November or December. So guys, I got asked this question a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Skippy's official statement. I'm not guaranteeing, but I'm telling you, and I don't know if it's going to be TU45. There's going to be some more bug fixes, I think. But that said, the big update with Elytra, I'm almost guaranteeing you it comes out at Christmas. The last 2 years in a row, and I know about this because I'm ready for the updates, right? All the new tutorials. The last 2 years in a row, they dropped a big update about December 19th. I would say maybe even 2 years in a row. The year before, so last year it was December 19th that they dropped the big update with all the content. The year before, they tried to drop it around then, but there was something going on in that week that PlayStation didn't pass certification, so PlayStation didn't get it till like a week later. And then there was that big hack that PlayStation Network got hacked on Christmas, and Xbox was up and running like the next day, but PlayStation was down for like 4 days. So always they put out a big update. Let's see. Will Kreplin's server, guys, if you're looking for a PS4 server and you're a serious mature player, I know that Will Kreplin is serious business. He has the Nyctophobia SMP. He has, I'm pretty sure he has a whole extra PS4 that just stays open in the world, so it's like a real server. I'm not for sure on that, but I'm almost sure, because you'll see when you'll see Nyctophobia SMP's post, they're the same person. So I'm pretty sure that Will Kreplin is the person and Nyctophobia SMP is the PS4 that has the server, and that's why there's two different ones. So either way, join the community and ask him questions. I'm sure he'll be willing to answer. You're gonna see him answer tons of questions. Before we even get down this list here, this is a pretty epic farm right here. Let's see, I want to see what NJ's question was. See, this is a good example. This is the Nyctophobia SMP. I haven't ever been there yet. I think maybe I'll go visit him sometime in the near future, but there's some super epic builds. This build right here, he's gonna make the thumbnail. It's the picture of this before those towers were made, when it's just the circle on the floor with the squid, because it's a super cool pixel art. And don't even go messing around, guys. That's an actual Guardian farm, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm almost 100% that it is an actual Guardian farm, but you'll see the image if we get to it in this Let's Play. But he'll be on the thumbnail because that kind of giant squid is super cool looking. So like I said, guys, I don't know how many people are in the server or anything like that, but if you come in here and ask a question, he'll hit you up. And let's keep going, my parkour and obstacle course with 80 levels. What up with that, homie? Let's check it out. That looks fun. I know Morton Durr, man. I'm pretty sure I've done a map download by this guy before. I'm almost certain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has 600 something subs. Do you see that there? Yeah, perfect. Good job, Mort. And like a plantation house. You could have villagers. Let's go over here. Yeah, this guy here. This is a pretty cool little house. I like it. Like a plantation house. It is kind of. I think it looks really good. I think you could mess with it a little bit. Maybe where those leaves are, keep the green in that aspect, but maybe try putting the pillars, kind of keeping those pillars, maybe not one big pillar from ground to floor, but a pillar on the ground floor and a pillar on the top floor, or the either way around, and then try replacing those whole blocks with a few vines, and I bet you it would look even more like a plantation. But good job anyway, homie. Really good job. Let's keep going. Sides of a house someday. Here's some epic builds going on. I love looking at these epic sky views of builds, and yeah, and there we go. So I'm not sure what's in the middle there. I'm thinking that's a guardian farm, probably in the ground in the hole to the left. Yeah, that's almost for sure guardian farm, which is why that circle's there, because I'm pretty sure they intend on deleting that circle. Similar to my Crazy Craft world. Yeah, they're going slowly down there, but you'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. Let's keep looking for some fun stuff. Grim Reaper here, eh? Okay, Grim Reaper. Let's look at this. So we're gonna go on a field trip today. I'm gonna have to switch worlds because I'm in my tutorial world right now. But once this limit image loads, we're gonna be ready to go, if it ever loads. What the heck is going on? Why won't it show me Grim Reaper's image? I think there's like an image problem. So let's just get out of here, and I'm going to show you from this menu. So Grim Reaper here says my on-off mob grinder, which is a totally logical thing to do. And in fact, I've worked on one like this, so we're going to go over there and start messing with it. I'm just going to, you know what, before we go, I'm going to find the picture of the squid that will cripple it, because it's going to be the thumbnail, but I think I had to go pretty far back to find it because it was being built at the time, and I just think it looked cool without anything blocking the pixel art part of it. I thought that was super cool, so let's keep going. It should be really close to here. Come on. Come on. But it's good. You can see the transitions, right? Because there you can see the towers are starting to get built, but there's a better one. Keep going. I wonder how far back I went to get that squid picture, because that's a really cool pixel art, man. T Cronin. It's a YouTuber called T Cronin. Let's check it out. I think that's a pretty cool pixel art, man. The things they do with pixel art, I know there's software right now that you could just put a picture in, it tells you how to make it with pixel art. So there we go, this picture. So in good fashion, notice if you really want to make thumbnail, as I've explained several times in the past, guys, you got to do what Will Kreplin did here, not what Barf did here. But you'll see there's a few people that do it. JM King is smart too, because he's probably heard it. But when you put your images on the community, guys, get rid of your hotbar and stuff, because it's hard for me to make the thumbnail when the image is too short because I have to cut the hotbar out. So as you can see, JM knows that, Will Kreplin, and you can tell because they leave the hotbar on ones that they don't really want up, but they're good pictures like this one here that's gonna get the thumbnail. They take the hotbar out. So that's that guardian farm before the towers, before all four sides. So as you can see earlier in this community Q&A, you saw this thing when it was like further down the road. I mean, that's on 10/19 to, so basically today's the 26th or something like that. So it was about 7 days ago they got all that stuff done in a week. So what we're gonna do now is actually what doesn't work. So Mr. Megan Mostart, do yourself a favor and go read the comments of the mob grinder tutorial. Like literally there's 2,000 comments there and full-on discussions, because there's little things, and I feel like in every community Q&A I go over it, but you have to have it at the top of the map. If you put it on the ground, you have to light up all your caves, which is near impossible. So you have to put it at the top of the map. It won't work when other people are in the world because you're splitting your spawns, and therefore when the mobs spawn, you're killing the ones near you, and the people that aren't near you aren't killing them. So every time they respawn, more spawn near the other people and less spawn near you. There is tons. Just read the comments of that video, and we're gonna go. So let's get out of here. We're gonna go on a field trip. We're at 10 minutes, so we're gonna spend 5 minutes on a field trip. And let's go over here. Let's go back to Minecraft, and let's get out of here. So let's go ahead and exit game. We're in my tutorial world, so Let's roll out. Let's roll out. And let's go. Hopefully my grinder world is somewhere near the top. And nether grinders. Okay, so let's go. Make sure no one can spam us. And let's check it out. So he had a light up mob grinder. That said, we are in a world right now where I'm working on something really secretive and I don't want to show you guys. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you guys just 2 seconds of a hint, but I'm going to leave this world as I'm going to leave this area as soon as I do, and you all can start messaging me telling me about how you want this. Let's get the night vision. What if I told you I found a way to farm spider jockeys? What if I told you that I could farm spider jockeys? Would you be, yeah, that could happen? Well, I think I may have found a way to farm spider jockeys. So that said, I'm still working on the final hullabaloo, but as you can see, all the spiders everywhere. There's no spawner here, there's no nothing. Let's get out of here before people ask too many questions. So grinder with lighting on top, right? That was the thing that was needed. Actually, why am I even doing that? I'll just make it day. Come on, Skippy. So grinder with lighting on top, I'm gonna show you right now. So don't go over to that grinder. That is the world crasher. It is the world crasher grinder. And this one right here. So this one here actually inspired, you'll notice those are 2 Illuminati grinders. This one here is the inspiration for my almost perfectly worked out spider jockey farm. Because what happened was, hopefully it's in hard mode. Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna see, so my goal with this mob farm was, hey, I want to make a deluxe mob farm, and the tutorial still might come out soon, but I wanted it to be everything that you need in a mob farm, but still kind of simple and not out of control. So long story short, this mob farm right here, the one super cool thing about it is here you're gonna have the automatic kill mode, or you can sit here and kill them and get the XP. And if you want them to go through the path, you hit this lever, and then all these mobs are going to just slowly leave. As they come here, they're going to go down here, which this turns into a mob sorter of such. In a perfect world, all of these mobs are going to be killed from drowning. However, I have to raise this up a little bit. It's still working, but as you're going to see, slowly but surely, all of these mobs are going to go up here, and they're all going to drown before they get to the top. You are going to see a few get through because I do need to raise this just a little bit more. And then what happens is the only mobs that are going to actually make it through this whole entire thing are witches. When you believe it or not, I saw it on, man, I feel like, I don't think it was Snow Crash. I don't know, someone did it, but as you can see, all the mobs are dying as they go up, which makes it easier for you because you're AFKing all this loot like a champ, right? Except for the fact that all of the witches are gonna go and get anything that makes it through, because there are rare occasions. Again, I'm just gonna have to lift this up like maybe 5 blocks of water, I think, so that everything dies. However, witches, when they are drowning, they automatically drink a potion of breathing, which means witches can't drown, which means this is technically a witch sorter in theory, because the only mobs that are gonna come through here are witches. And yeah, so long story short, I was like, okay, cool, we got a mob grinder that you can AFK at and grab items, you can get XP at. We don't even have a single witch yet. I think that's hilarious. But as I explained, it was really cool, and this is the breeder. So what happened was, I learned something, because this mob grinder stopped pumping after a point in time, right? Look, we're right here, we're like, you know, it's not very good. Why is this mob grinder? I'm pretty sure I made it so that no spiders go through, but I'm like, you know what? So when I go up here, the other added feature that I added to this mob grinder was a lighting on and off system. So basically, the grinder is on right now, just like that guy did, basically. But this one's a little bit more in depth. But if you turn this on, basically your grinder is now off. And I put a segment of lights up here, but you're gonna see something right now. Watch this. Do you see something very interesting? I do. Spiders. So what I learned was, as we do this, let's go ahead, and what we could do to even show you more is, basically I learned that you can get spiders to spawn by simply creating a space that involves this. So basically, in this space, if you were to make a floor of solid blocks and then these transparent blocks on top, nothing can actually spawn except for a spider. So you can actually control a machine that will only produce spiders. Therefore, once you produce the machine that only creates spiders, it's only a law of averages. 1 in every 100 is going to be a spider jockey. You stand there, you kill them, and then you got a spider jockey farm. This behavior can be replicated if you were to take a solid block all the way to the roof of the map and make a floor at the highest level you can on the map. Guess what? The only thing that's going to spawn on there is spiders. Spider jockeys are technically spiders and will spawn wherever a spider spawns. That said, that's why we have right there, that's kind of basically the theory and where it came from. So now this machine here will technically only generate spiders, and I do so by simply going like this. This is going to shut off the water flow to the left, and this one's going to shut off the water flow to the right. Once we've done this, there's going to be no water showing on this thing. We'll go ahead and just seal this guy off like usual. And that guy's closed, and then what you want to do is just go ahead and close this up, and you're going to see that we have just created, basically this is a spider XP farm without a spawner. So as you can see, if we back up enough, I love that that water's still there. If we back up enough, turn it to nighttime, and nighttime matters a little more for this one because as you can see, spider, but nighttime matters a little more because light will go through those half slabs. So the way to do this is, if you wanted light not to matter, you're gonna have to go ahead and solid block on top of it, and then once you do that, you're also gonna have to go ahead and slab. Again, this is a piece in the work. So ultimately what you're going to end up doing is standing 32 blocks away, and what you'll see when you look forward into this thing is that as the spiders spawn, they're going to be slowly pushed here. Again, they're just falling on their own right now, but once I hook up a timer to these pulsers, guess what's going to happen? These pulsers are going to see all these spiders, and every X seconds, so every like 52 seconds, the water's going to push them through. They're all going to come down to the center, and look at this. This is a spider farm basically. And what the best thing about this is that look how many spiders it produces. The best thing about this is if you stand here, when a spider jockey spawns in here, you're going to see the skeleton sticking out of the half slab. Once you see that, you go over, you kill them. You can even have a storage unit right here to keep them all in there. And honestly, you're going to be jetting up the leaderboards for spider jockeys, I have to say. So I just thought I'd show this off, and it made it come to mind because the only reason this thing even exists in invention is because one day I was making this deluxe grinder, and then I was like, wow, how come it's not working or whatever, and there was no mobs in there. But then when I came over here, there was tons of spiders. Again, the spiders won't spawn there when the mob spawner is off because, or is on like that, because it's too bright up there. But there you go. If you darken it up and do it, and that's the thing. So I think our field trip's done for today. We're at 18 minutes. If you really, because basically, yeah, I think I don't want to just call this a spider jockey, because it's actually like a spider farm, no spawner pretty much. But as you can see, what I originally had set up was this wire will go to both sides of dispensers. So all you got to do is literally press the button, water stops, press the button, water goes. And you can actually put an automatic timer on it, so it just does it in the duration that you want it to. But yeah, man, there you go, guys. So the one thing I'm going to say on the way out is, for community Q&A from now on, for community Q&A, I'm always going to announce what the thing I want to do for the next community Q&A is. That way people can be a little bit more targeted on what they do and be a little bit more kind of focused. So for next community Q&A, what I want to see from everybody is, oh look, it's dark in there again. What I want to see from everybody is pictures of your best automatic farm, no matter what it is. If it's a tree farm, if it's a sugarcane farm, if it's somebody else's tutorial, just write up in there, say, hey, this is Il Mango's melon farm, or this is Mumbo Jumbo's blank, or whatever, and put it in there and we can discuss. So next week's topic, we're gonna have basically a topic for each week. Next week's topic is automatic farms, and all the pictures that we could see in the community is the more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. And then put it up there what you're proudest of. If it's one of my builds, throw it up there. Let me see what it looks like. Say, hey, Good job, buddy. I don't even, you know what, honestly, you could say it's me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you didn't credit me. It's my own community, so I don't really care, man. Just put it up there. If it's somebody else's, credit them. But that said, guys, automatic farms is the topic next week. I really want some epic pictures, guys. Remember to turn off your hotbar. And in addition to that, don't forget to get them up there. Someone's automatic farm is going to make the thumbnail, and cheers to Will Kreplin for making the thumbnail this week. And yeah, don't forget to join the community, Skippy6 Gaming. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and catch you tomorrow.